Hey everybody, it's Rhonda with Miss Bomb Designs, and it is Memorial Day weekend. I'm so excited. I have 3 full days to work on any project that I want to. So I decided that I am going to do a weekend whip finishing challenge. So we're going to go over some of the things that we're almost done with, like they're whips that are like almost completely done, but not quite completely done. And I'm going to go through as many as I can and see how many by the end of the day on Monday we got done. So stay tuned. We're going to go through each one of them as we finish them. And in the end, we'll have a final reveal. This is one of my projects that I'm going to be working on over this long holiday weekend. This is what is left to do with the weathered Wildflowers skein of yarn. I have this much left to spin on the single, and then all I need to do is ply it. So that is one project out of the 4 projects that I want to complete over the next 2 to 3 days. So we'll see if we can get this one completed. This is the second project on my list to complete this weekend, and this is a cute little bag that I crocheted. It has a zipper in it. I like to put zippers in my bags, and the only thing I need to complete is to put another handle on the other side, and then I am going to line it with this fabric. So all I need to do is sew the fabric into the bag, and we're good and done on this one. So I am debating whether I want to get my sewing machine out or whether I just want to hand sew this. It's kind of a pain for me to use the sewing machine. I'm not good at it, and I could probably do this pretty quickly by hand. I only need to sew up 2 sides and then sew it into the bag. So it wouldn't take very long. So this is the second project this weekend that I plan to complete. Okay, so I have finished sewing the lining. I ironed down my seams, and then on the bottom of the corner of each side, I stitched across the edge here and then cut that off. And then what that does is it creates kind of a bottom shaping that gives you more of a squared off bottom, since I have a squared off bottom. So now I'm going to flip this right side inside out in the other direction. And then I'm going to place it inside the bag and we will sew that in. So here it is, flipped right side in. And I'm going to pause real quick and we'll come back and we'll place it inside the bag. You can see I've already folded over quite a bit of the lip where I have extra fabric. I just folded it over and then ironed it down. And then when it fits inside there, it should match just right. Well, this is not going as planned. I obviously have way too much fabric here, and so I was trying to pin it inside the bag, and it is not lining up. I have more fabric than I have purse, so I'm having this gapping situation going on here. And I don't really know what to do about it other than to cut and resew the fabric to shorten it so that it's not so gappy. Apparently I did not measure my fabric very well, but if it would fit, it would be cute because that'd be the inside of the bag. So I'm debating whether I want to finish this way or just let the bag be done without a lining, because honestly, I don't want to redo the lining. I really don't want to have to resew it. I mean, it's very cute, and it would be really cute with that as the lining. But I would have to cut off a section and resew a portion of this lining. So we're going to consider this and think about it, and we'll decide what we're going to do. And I will let you know at the end of this video what we end up doing with this too big lining for this bag. So stay tuned. We'll decide if we're going to finish it with the lining or just let it be finished as is. Here's the third project that I'm planning to try to get done over the next couple days. I really only have the bottom ribbing to do on this skirt. And then this skirt matches a sleeveless top that I have, that when it's all done, I will put it on the mannequin and take a picture of it. And I do plan to maybe sell this on my website. This outfit, it's an entire outfit. It's actually very cute, and you'll see how cute it's going to be once I get it on the mannequin. And like I said, I have just started the bottom ribbing. It'll mostly match the top. I'm not sure if it's going to be as long. I had originally planned on putting some elastic in that waistband, but I think I'm just going to do my regular tie and just thread a tie through it. I'm not going to put some elastic in there. I could, but I don't think I'm going to do that, at least not this weekend, because my goal is to just finish it and take pictures of it and get it posted on the website. So this is the skirt. I think it's cute. It's almost done. It shouldn't take me very long to finish it. Okay, here is the finished skirt with the matching top. And I did not put elastic in the band. I just did a simple crocheted tie and just left it at that. So this is done. I do think I'm going to post this on my website, possibly to sell. So if you want to, go to Miss Baum Designs, that's MSBAUM designs.square.site if you want to purchase this. The fourth project, this is the fourth one, and I'm hoping I can get this done as well. out of my 4 projects that I want to complete this weekend. This is a cotton top, summer top, and all I need to do is finish the length on the second half. It's just 2 pieces worked exactly the same. It's like a t-shirt style. And all I need to do is finish a few rows at the bottom of the one piece and sew it all together. Maybe do a little bit of a border around the neckline. I may extend the shoulders up just a tad to give it more of a neckline, but not too much. It's basically a boat neck, and I will get this completed and up on the mannequin. I plan to wear this summer, so I think I could wear this a little bit, and so my goal is to finish this today or tomorrow so that I can wear it this summer, because it is Memorial Day weekend and it's going to start getting warmer and warmer. So those are the 4 projects that I plan to complete today or tomorrow, or I guess I have 3 full days. But this is the plan, and I will keep you posted on each one of them as I work through them. Here we are. This is project number 5, and this is a swimsuit cover-up that I plan to wear this summer. And it's basically just 2 giant rectangles that'll be sewn in the center on both sides. And literally I just have like very few rows left to do on this one side, and then seam it. And then this will be done. So this will be very quick. Pretty sure I can get this done in just a couple of hours, or maybe even an hour. It just depends on how much it takes me to sew it. But I just only have a few more rows left on this one side, and then I can start sewing. Hey everybody, it is the end of the day, Monday, Memorial Day, and we completed the weekend whip finishing challenge. I'm going to go through each of them and talk a little bit about some of the things that I learned as I was working through them. The first project we completed was the Weathered Wildflowers spinning project. I finished spinning the little bit of singles that I had left, and then I plied it. And I generally just do cake plying. So all that means is I wind it up into a cake, and then I take each end and I ply. And I have some footage of that here in the video that you saw. And that was project number 1. The skeins came out pretty much identical. So the fact that I was able to follow a very specific pattern in spinning and create yarns that are almost exactly the same from one skein to the next is really cool for me, because I want to be able to recreate spun yarn. Usually most hand spun yarn is very unique and different and one of a kind, which is great. That's the beauty of hand spun. But sometimes you just want to be able to recreate something, say for an entire sweater. So at least now I know how to do that. The second project was um, the purse. The purse. And everybody, I'm sure, is dying to know what happened with the bag. Because in my video, you can see where the fabric was way too big for the purse. And we weren't sure whether or not we were going to put the lining in it or not. So this is the part I'm sure you all have been waiting for. Here it is, the bag. Did we put the lining in or didn't we? Well, ta-da! We did. I was able to get the lining in. It took me a bit. I had to cut down the fabric because it was way too big. And then, and it's still, kind of baggy in there. So I've learned that when lining a bag, couple of things I did wrong with the lining on this bag. I didn't size it and cut the fabric to the right size in the beginning, so that was my first mistake. Secondly, I realized I sewed it together wrong. So if you look inside here, the seam, this should be on the other side of the bag. So I sewed it together in the wrong direction. I sewed it together with the right sides facing out, and I should have sewn it together with the right sides facing in. And so that is another issue with this bag. So this bag, we're going to chalk it up to just being practice and a learning situation here. I probably will not be selling this, but if anybody really wants it, they could just ask and I'd give it to them. Definitely. It might be a bag, another purse bag for my granddaughters. But if it weren't for that, I think it came out fairly cute. So there you go. All right. The third project was the knitted skirt with the matching top, which I'll put a picture here. I decided not to put in a elastic waistband, and I just did the tie. The skirt length might be a little long, but it's okay. And I am going to sell it on the website. I'm not quite sure how much for yet. This took a while. Of course, I didn't work on it for a really long time either. And all I had left to do on it was to put the bottom ribbing on it. And so that didn't really take very long, but that was project number 3. All right, project number 4. I'm wearing it. This is project number 4. It is the yellow cotton top. And there's a lot that I'm going to do differently on the next one. So just a couple things. First off, I'm going to bring up the yoke to not be so, the lace part of the yoke to come up a little bit. And then on the next one, I'm also going to make my sleeves smaller. I don't really like wide open sleeves. And this was supposed to be a t-shirt style, so you can see there's a little bit of a extension here for the t-shirt, but I don't like that either. So I think I'm going to write a new pattern, and I am going to write this pattern, and I will list it on my website. But I think I'm going to do 2 versions. One is going to be a longer tee, but not such a wide gap. And then the other version is just going to be sleeveless without the tee at all. So this is going to be a new pattern. I'm going to make some adjustments to it. I'm also thinking about using a lighter weight yarn, more of a size 3 weight and a smaller hook. But other than that, I think it's all right. It's not horrible. I mean, could be worse. But this is not really what I had in mind. So I'm going to make those adjustments and I will write the pattern. I'll have that available on my website. So if you're interested in getting that pattern, stay tuned because I will let everybody know when the pattern is ready. So that was project number 4. The 5th project was or is a swimsuit cover. that I've been working on for several weeks that I plan to wear on vacation this summer. So it's just a cute two pieces. You just sew two really long, or you crochet two really long rectangles, and then you sew them. You sew it down the front and the bottom, the front and the back, and it makes a V-neck, and then you sew down the side sleeves. And then I did put a tie on it so that it can cinches it in, and there'll be a picture up here for that. So those were the 5 projects that we got done during the 3-day holiday. And I just want to say thank you all for watching and taking the time. And if you like this, please give me a subscribe and hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And last but not least, happy Memorial Day to all you veterans. We really appreciate you. Till next time, see you later.